Surprise and good evening to anyone who might be watching this later. This is a preview of night one, our one and only night. We will be cooking the food of Swaziland. Hello and welcome, happy 2016. This is going to be brief because the only reason we're actually on right now is because we are prepping for tomorrow, where we will be doing our actual cook. Holidays left over here that's in my way. Hey, Lavender Femchi, how you been? Long time no see. Thanks for the like. What this dish would normally be, if I had everything I wanted, would be ostrich. We'd be cooking ostrich steaks. However, I couldn't find ostrich steaks, which is a problem. Ostrich apparently is not the hardest thing to find, but it is, you have to order in advance, and it's $79 a pound. Yay! So that's why we're not actually eating ostrich. Ostrich is a very lean meat, so what we have figured that we're gonna do here is we are going to be cooking a very lean beef. That is the closest we could get. As they say about the dish, tastes like chicken. But it's not exactly. Hey, Hector, thanks for the like. Hey, Derek, thank you for the restream. Again, like I said, this is going to be brief because we are not going in great depth today. We're just prepping the dish, but I wanted to say hello, Happy New Year to everybody. Hope your holidays were fun. Mine were. They just involved a lot of traveling, and just got back very late last night from OHIO. So, and it was very, very cold. And now, it's actually comfortable here in Florida, for once, just for today. Today it will be warm, I'll be comfortable, tomorrow will be back to being hot again. I am trying to get this so you're not blinded by the light here. We actually have the new iPhone too, so we're wondering how the light's working on that. Okay, so, Kathy, hey there, thank you for the like. Holy moly, ostrich. Went back too fast. Holy moly, $79 a pound. Yes, indeed. Craziness. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Herbie. Thank you for the like. Thank you for the restream. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Derek. Yes, crazy. $79 a pound. In fact, a few weeks ago, this actually came up. Ostrich was something I was going to be cooking. I had the option, but I called what I call the food boutique, and they said, well, you know, we can get it for you, but it's going to be either ground, I said I don't want ground, or steak, so that's good, $79 a pound, not good. And I contacted this other place that had, online, they had ostrich, and you can farm ostrich, and get ostrich, and whatever you want about ostrich. And then apparently when you get to the order form, it says, not so much with the ostrich, because they had a robbery. I guess somebody robbed them of their ostrich. Yes, $79 a pound. Craziness. Not happening. Hey, thank you for the follow, Lavender Femchi. Yes, crazy, 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 crazy. In fact, I found another place. They were on sale, after the holidays, on sale for only $69 a pound. Still not happening. So we've got what basically is a London broil. So we got beef instead, because ostrich has a unique taste. It's very, very lean. So as you can see, our London broil, very, very lean right there. And actually, if you've ever had ostrich steak, you'll see they sort of look like that, very lean. So we're going to cut these very thinly. Because we need to marinate this. And it's just marinate in two things. That's why tonight it's going to be very, very brief. But I want to say hey and Happy New Year. Lydia, thank you for the restream. Yes, I want to say hey, Happy New Year, and this is what I'm doing. Because of the holidays, we'll only be doing one night on Swaziland, but considering what I found, that's probably just as well. Oh, some prices. Yeah, indeed. Yeah, because Swaziland, the foods that I found a good number of things that would be, if you want to do a vegetarian dinner, yeah, no meat is worth that, indeed. Especially if you're not sure, you know? If you're thinking, hey, you know, I could potentially screw this up. you really don't want to spend that kind of money. I mean, if you're like a chef and, you know, you've done this before, you know exactly how it's going to work and, you know, some super special occasion, but no. Not so much. People in Palm Beach, you know, here, maybe they can make that fly on the regular, but not me. So, I'm cutting these very thinly. And let me get a picture of that. I have no music going because this is just so on the fly. I wasn't even sure I'd be doing this particularly tonight. I mean on camera, but I did want to say hi to everyone. So we're getting our thinly cut London broil and putting that in. But like I said, the dishes that I did find for Swaziland, if you're doing a vegetarian dinner, you'd be doing well. Because there's a number of different things you could pick from there. But otherwise, they're sort of like side dishes. Swaziland eats ostrich locally because it's readily available and cheap. Indeed. Absolutely, you could spend hundreds and then not like it exactly. In fact, I found a nice recipe for impala. But I'm not doing my shopping at the zoo. So, therefore, not impala either. You'll find in Africa, you'll find a lot of things that are game meat. But, you know, we don't have game meat here on the regular. So, beef. The thing about beef in Swaziland is that cows are quite valuable. They're sort of like your currency. You would only want to eat beef on a very, very special occasion. Sort of like the opposite from the ostrich thing here. Because, you know, you wouldn't want to eat your bank. We've got this cut up. I'm going to clean that off in just a second here. I'll be right back. It's so nice to see everybody just on a surprise like that. I didn't even schedule this stream because, like I said, I wasn't even sure I was going to be doing it on camera. I thought maybe I'd just say, surprise, here we have it. It's a nice kind of meat you have there. Yes, I went to the fresh market, which the quality of their meats is, I find better than what I normally find at the Publix. However, less helpful, which is kind of a drag. So for our marinade, we only need a couple things, and one of them you're about to see. Thankfully, I got some for a previous week, so I've been hoping I would have a use for them again, because they don't come across every day, and they're juniper berries. So we only need 5 juniper berries, and where is my mortar and pestle? Over here. So we're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's more than 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 juniper berries. And I'm going to lightly crush them. Speaking of crush, let me tell you something. Coming back from the Fort Lauderdale airport last night, there must have been all manner of traffic, you know, weather delays, because it was raining like badly here. But I have never seen a terminal as crowded as I saw yesterday. I mean, I've been, you know, I've been in Mexico, I've been in Jamaica, I've been, you know, Puerto Rico, I've been, you know, a number of places, you know, over the past many decades. And I've never seen so many people jammed into a terminal. You could not move. It was bananas. So people eager to get out of there. So we're going to put our juniper berries in with our meat here. And then we're going to open up our brand new bottle of wine that I just bought, because I gather we didn't have any red wine. I asked the husband, and he thought we ran out of it over the holidays. We don't drink a lot of wine here. So I just bought this. And we're going to open up the wine. And I don't need too much of it.
Hi.
Hey, husband just got home. So we're gonna marinate you, and it says only how much? A surprisingly little 3/4 cup of red wine. I may wind up using more. Hello. And cheers. So let's see what 3/4 cups looks like in this. I may wind up using more. It said 2 ostrich steaks thinly sliced, and you know we had our discussion about ostrich already. 1, 2, 3, 3/4. Okay. It may wind up being more. You never know. Okay, and oh, I should take a picture. Then that's going to be refrigerated overnight. Oh, incidentally, I'll show you in a minute. That managed to work. I may use a little more because I want to cover it completely. And we probably won't be drinking it anyway. So there we go. So we've got our meat in our wine. Let me get that in there. Okay, now I'm gonna wash my hands. One thing that you may have seen me use before that I'm crazy about, and now when I was just in Columbus, Ohio, I saw them again. Apparently, they're made in Columbus, Ohio, and I need to contact these people about, you know, getting some promotional deal because I'm just crazy about them. These are these lily pads, and they're just perfect for just this kind of thing because I don't want to use plastic wrap, aluminum foil. I just use my little lily pad, just drop it on, and can lift it right up. So magic. So that's what we do. We just put this in the fridge overnight, and that's all we got for tonight. But tune in tomorrow, because tomorrow we're going to be actually cooking and eating the dish. It's going to involve a cornmeal mash with pumpkin and some onions and a nice sauce as well. And also we're going to be making an avocado salad, which is a specifically Swazi dish. And it's very simple, avocado and peanuts. Interesting combination. So tune in tomorrow. As soon as I leave here, I'm going to go schedule that. And then I'll see you back around here tomorrow. OMG, I love the lily pads. I need to contact them. I need to contact them. I need a little promotional deal on the lily pads for them because I'm crazy about them. Thank you so much for coming by. See you tomorrow in the PM. You sleep good. Thanks. Glad you have a Happy New Year. And see you tomorrow. And if you're watching this on YouTube, it's coming up. Good evening. And welcome to Cliffyland's Global Cooking Challenge. This is night 2. Actually, it's night 1, but it's part 2 of night 1. The one and only night of cooking the food of Swaziland. Tonight we're doing 2 dishes. We're doing a Slaai and a Karoo roast steak. The Slaai is an avocado and peanut salad, and the Karoo roast steak would be ostrich, but we're not using ostrich because we couldn't find it. If you saw last night's prep on night 1, you will know why, but we can get into that later. Hello, Niels. Thank you for the like and restream. So good to see you. So, again, in case you're wondering where Swaziland is, it is located almost within South Africa, bordering South Africa on 3 sides and Mozambique on 1. We'll show you another look at it in a moment. Hey, Dashi, long time no see. How you doing? Hola, good day, good sir. Okay, whoops, there's my big head. And let's get that lens on and get going into this. Hopefully it won't fall off on the new phone. Happy New Year, in case I did not see you in the brief 15-minute prep we did yesterday. We did sort of like an impromptu stream last night because we had to marinate our steaks overnight, and so we just did 15 like instant minutes on that. So let's, oh, by the way, new toy I got for Christmas, so you can see I got a globe. Yay! So again, Swaziland, located right there. Small little country, And over there, so you got South Africa, that's Lesotho over there, Mozambique. There's Swaziland. We'll get into the details of it. 30 more countries left. I know, this is our 48th African country. 48 of 54. So that should be interesting. In fact, now that you mention it, I did not post about that, so I probably should do that now. If I can. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Okay, here we go. At the top. Yeah. Ooh. I'm recording voice here, so. Tonight, we dine on African country number 48 as we welcome 2016 with the food of Swaziland! Exclamation point. Boast. So, there we go. So, like I said, we have our ostrich steaks that are not ostrich steaks, they're actually London broil, that are sitting in the fridge, marinating. Hello, Lydia. Good to see you. But right now we need to get started on our avocado salad, because that's going to happen rather quickly, because it needs to sit in the fridge. Like I said, I got some new toys for Christmas and my birthday, so we'll see those in passing. One of these is a new phone. So, we got avocado salad. So quickly we are going to put that all together in here, and that's going to involve our lemon squeeze. So this is like the easiest salad. It's almost like ridiculous. It's so easy. So first it's going to involve 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. So I've got me some big old lemons and a free bag too. So let's see if we, hey Arsenal lover, how you doing? Good seeing you, Happy New Year. Like I said, this is our one and only night of Swaziland because the way the calendar hit was out of town for New Year's in Columbus and Cleveland, where it was very, very cold. And thankfully I brought a little bit back, so I was able to have my nice 10-mile run today. And I was happy about that, because it was cloudy and cool. And it was a pain-free 10-miler. So, that's always good. So we're looking for 3 tablespoons. I'm gonna vaguely guess 3 tablespoons out of this. I should take a picture. By the way, if you're wondering why I ever take pictures, it's for the blog. Everything is located at cliffyland.com. You'll find these pictures, links to the original recipes, how it went, information about the countries, as well as the links to these videos right here. So, I'm going to say that's a tablespoon and a half. So I think 1 lemon should do it. Away with thee. And a seed. I didn't want a seed. They used the juicer so as not to have seeds. That is a problem. Away with thee. Off the backboard. Okay. How's everybody doing? My goodness. Good seeing everyone. Hope everyone had a happy new year. So, yeah. I'm gonna guess that's a good 3 tablespoons. So, I just needed 1 big ass lemon. Okay. Next, we are going to grate up some ginger. I have a little bit of ginger left, so I hope it's still good. We're looking for 1 teaspoon of ginger, so that's not a whole lot. It gives it a little bit of bite. A teaspoon ain't gonna be much, so it's not even this whole thing. I'm gonna say it's about that much. I can't believe that I am now at the point that I can eyeball things. Is the schedule back to normal now? Yes, it will be. That's 3, if not more high. Yes. I'm okay with it. Yes, it will be back to normal now. So we will be doing 2 to 3 nights a week, straight through till the end, unless, you know, something bad happens. Yes, you can look forward to that. Next week will be biggie. Next week is going to be our last shot to finally get right Scandinavia. Because before Meerkat and such, we did all the other Scandinavian countries. And if you look at the blog, you'll see they weren't very successful. And that's all my fault. Not the fault of the fine nations and their fine cuisine. But now I know more. So next week is Sweden. But Swaziland. So there will be only, 6 African countries left after this. Curiously, the very last 2 countries are African. So we won't be done with Africa till we're done with the whole kit and caboodle. And been lots of discussions as to what next. Have plans. Where the hell have you been? Yes, I was away. Went to Cleveland. Went to Columbus, where it was cold, and I got a good run around the entire damn city, which was fun. And you know, I lived there for a while, so I got to get together with old friends. And then Cleveland to see the husband's family and such. If you follow me on Snapchat, you saw I went to a big old museum and saw knights in shining armor and Egyptian mummies and stuff like that. It was fun. Missing your cooking. That's very sweet of you, Justin. I was watching on Meerkat for like seconds. If I happened to have popped into one of your streams and you wondered where I went, I was showing Meerkat to friends because they were like, I don't understand this whole thing. How's that work? So I was saying it's like this. I said, I'm going to go into the stream. Problem is, though, that we're sitting here having dinner, and if I go into that stream, I'm going to start saying, hey, how you doing to the people who are coming in, and then I'll not be able to pay attention to my dinner guests, and that'll be a problem. On vacation, sort of, kind of. Holidays, getting away. Seeing folks. And January really is the best time to go to Ohio. I mean, traveling is always so easy. Honest to God, it was. It could have been a lot worse. I mean, you were just delayed a little bit. There was snow, not a lot of it, but we were delayed. And when we flew into Fort Lauderdale, I have never, in my entire life of traveling, seen so many people crammed into an airport terminal. Never. It was just bonkers. There were so many people you couldn't get out. I was just trying to get out, and there was just nowhere to move. There was just a lot of very unhappy people waiting for their planes to get in. So that was kind of what happened. Clifton, thank you for the restream. Vacacione, yeah, sort of. So, again, Swaziland, small country in southern Africa, completely landlocked, has a variety, topographical variety, even though it's very small. They have highlands and you have plains, and rivers, and it kind of depends where you go. The food can vary based on what's there. As I mentioned last night during my prep, this is supposed to be ostrich steaks, but we couldn't find ostrich because if I could, but there'd be special order $79 a pound, and that was not gonna be happening. So, this is our avocado salad. The one thing that you'll find all over if you're looking for dishes from Swaziland, this is like the one thing that everyone seems to make. So there's our ginger going into our lemon right over here. Ta-da. And I say that's a teaspoon. So now, let's see, now we're gonna add some salt. So we're adding half a teaspoon of salt. Get you over here. I miss cooking. I did do one dish off camera during the break, which oddly enough, well, technically it wasn't from a country, and it wasn't part of the plan, but I wasn't going to be blogging about it, so I didn't want to have to stream it. But it was from Macau. and it was a spicy chicken curry, which was really, really tasty. I mean, it was so damn good. I was so glad to have leftovers when I got back. So, you know, if after we hit Zimbabwe, I think I'm gonna do some territories and other sovereign nations that are not UN members until we get to, you know, to phase 2 officially. And so I'm sure I'll be doing that one for Macau when we get to that, because it was so good. And I've done it before too. So we have our salt in there. So here comes the tricky part. Tricky for me, because it's avocados. This time I did not get Florida avocados. I got your usual California avocados right here. And it doesn't matter if I take the stickers off because we're gonna peel the suckers. I made chicken curry the other day. Ah, good. This one is really good. It was so freaking good. It was a restaurant recipe. So when I you know served it up, I was like, wow, that looks so good. That looked like something you'd get at a restaurant. I can't believe I made that. So we're trying to get this apart. Ta-da! Okay, here's the thing. I'm not particularly good at this. Hey, Lavender Femchi, so good seeing you again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yay, got it! Woo! Okay, pits, you're the pits. Don't cut your hand open. Okay, and let's try that with the other one. Yeah, I tend to get Florida avocados because that's kind of what I grew up with. But they're not in season, so. There was a Haas. Is that what this is? Haas avocados. These are gonna be diced, so I'm trying to be careful here, so as not to mash them up. If I was making guacamole, you know, I could mash it all I wanted. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. And twist. Got it. Don't cut your hand. Okay. So now we're going to crosshatch here to dice the avocado. And again, trying very carefully to not slice my hand open, because that skin is not that thick, like my head. Doobadoo. Now, allegedly, I can spoon this out once I've done this. We'll see if that holds true. Sort of, kind of. I'm not even trying with the spooning it out. It's all gonna wind up in here anyway. Try not to smash it. This is definitely ripe. They're definitely ripe, that's for sure. I made sure to get them yesterday, and they looked ready. Okay, trying to break these pieces apart. These pieces are not equal in size. I will get that right on the next one. And we are listening to the music of Swaziland, in case you couldn't tell already. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna have to cut all the way through next time and risk cutting my hands open. Yes, so I'm thinking of doing, I was discussing a number of things while I was with folks in Columbus and such about, you know, what next. Because 2016 is, you know, when we hit the end of phase 1 anyway. So then we'll go to phase 1.0, 1.2. Okay, so now I'm gonna have to go all the way down. So I will take my hand off it so I don't cut my hand open. I think I've only worked with avocado maybe like once or twice before. I mean, if you've been with us for a long time, you saw that during one of the Saint Nations, I made a total fool of myself, thinking I was holding a green papaya, and extolling the virtues of the green papaya, and then cutting it open and realizing it was a Florida avocado. Suddenly, the green papaya salad became an avocado salad. Oopsie doopsie. Things happen. Okay. Avocado spooning. No comment, ha. Yeah. Yeah, not, yeah. Because, if I try to spoon it out, I'm sure I'm just gonna make a mess. So, more of a guacamole, so, oh, people ask if the husband cooks. That's one thing he always makes it. He makes mean guacamole. So, for Christmas, he made guacamole and stuff for people. People ask me if I was cooking a lot over Christmas, and the funny part is no. I wasn't cooking at all. There's always an issue with that because it's family gatherings, and family they support my mission. My parents have had a number of my dishes as leftovers, but family, friends and stuff, they're like, oh, you just make weird stuff. I don't think I want to eat that. I don't know what that is. So I figured, you know, kind of why bother. So use a butter knife. Make the butter better. Smart. Give that a shot. Okay. Alrighty then. Butter knife. Okay. It goes through like butter. Like butter. Her legs were like 2 sticks of butter. Geez, anything interesting happened to y'all on New Year's? It was just kind of, you know, straightforward. It was in a friend's place at Columbus. It was nice. We played games, which is a whole lot better than the previous year, let me tell you. Previous year it was kind of sad. It was sad in the literal sense. But this year it was happy. So we had a whole new batch of people and played a thing called Moniker. It's like there's all these cards and everyone goes through and gets the cards with the word on it, and they have to get everyone to guess it. But then the next round, the same cards, you have to get people to guess it using only one word. And then the third round, you have to get people to guess it only using gestures, which I didn't realize how it would work. It came out being very fun and very funny, and we had some very interesting people to play with, so it was amusing. Hey, who we got there? Is that Matthias? Hey there, how you doing? Good evening to you. Happy 2016. So we're cutting up the avocado for the avocado salad. There's gonna be one. You're gonna see the one little additional interesting ingredient as soon as I finish with the avocado, and then it'll be done. Now this salad allegedly is to be kept at room temperature. I'm gonna put it in the fridge because we're not eating it right away, and I don't want it sitting out for an hour. I just have a thing about food that sits at room temperature for too long. Just, I don't know. It's a thing. Okay. So, these cubes are obviously not all the same size, but, you know, such is life. Where are you from? Well, I am from Miami. I am Puerto Rican. We're in Jupiter, Florida right now, which is about an hour and 45 minutes, 2 hours north of there, depending where you're going in Miami, in the US of A. And this project, in case you're new, is I started in 2012, yep. After not ever learning to cook, not being able to really boil water, after a long and winding process, finally just doing a dish, cooking a dish from Afghanistan, which led me to say, hey, I have OCD, I need to learn to cook, I love geography, how about doing a different country, cooking all around the world, and then in 4 years I'll know how to cook, and we're in the 4th year now, so there we are. Hey Meerkat, how you doing? Hello, thanks for the like and restream. So we have our diced avocado here, let me wash my hands. Okay, and then our one magical additional, oh, did I take pictures of the avocado? I probably did not. Okay. Diced avocado in, and now we are grabbing, drum roll please, half a cup of peanuts. Awesome, I'm from Austria. Oh, Austria! I was just thinking about it. I cooked Austria way back in letter A. I did a Wiener Schnitzel, which came out really well, and I was in the shower and I was thinking, I was trying to remember the name. The drippings, the dough drippings, not spelt. I was blanking on the name, and I'm blanking on it now. But it came out really well. It was actually, since it was way back in letter A, that was probably my first dish. Well, the Afghanistan one was good. Yes, that's what I cooked. It was the first dish that I did after the Afghanistan one that I said, ooh, that was really good. So then when I cooked like Liechtenstein and Luxembourg, I think I did things that are sort of similar because they're nearby. But in 2 weeks we'll be back in your neighborhood again, cooking Switzerland. We're going alphabetically. So yes, you can find everything at cliffyland.com, right there. You can follow on Facebook, look for Cliffyland, the Global Cooking Challenge, on Twitter at Cliffyland, Tumblr, on Pinterest, on Instagram, and now on YouTube. So if you go subscribe to my YouTube channel, that would be super groovy. So we're looking for half a cup of peanuts. Now I'm going to put these in a separate bowl first before I drop them in there because they have to be crushed. Crushing it. So there's our peanuts. Still have a little left. If you cooked or had African food, and you know Africa's a massive place, but you know, huge parts of Africa, most of Africa, dishes will have either peanuts or certain greens like spinach, or red palm oil, or some combination thereof. So peanuts this week. Thank you for liking the restream and the follow. Okay, so we're gonna take our peanuts here. I'm gonna crush them with our mortar and pestle, real quick, like. Okay, and the crushing. So how are things in Austria? It's I'm guessing it's obviously what 6 hours later. Hey Siri, see if she listens. No, not listening. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. No. What time is it in Austria right now? We'll find out. Oh my goodness, you're up late. It's 12:21. Followed you on Instagram. Thank you. Very cool. Yes, I post on Instagram. I post, you know, the announcements of this, and then the picture with all the final dishes and the flags, linking back to the blog. The blogs go up every Wednesday. So tomorrow's blog will be, you know, only covering tonight. Normally I do more than one night. I do 2 to 3 nights. I started out only doing one. I was watching a show where they used hearts of palm for salad. Look good. Yes, that was really good. Oh, you're watching a show. Well, I did the hearts of palm in the paella, and that tasted really super great. I don't think I ever knowingly had hearts of palm before. Martina, thank you for liking the restream. We have Wednesday. Hey, Happy New Year to you, Martina. So, trying to not totally demolish these. Okay. They're not even enough. Okay, so that's kind of what they look like now. So peanuts, salt peanuts, salt peanuts. Well, actually these are unsalted peanuts. Okay, peanuts going in 3, 2, 1. Come on, focus. Ooh, you know what? I got something else at Christmas too, and I can use it right now. Sub to your YouTube. Oh, thank you so much. Okay, what did I get? Let me get it down. I just totally forgot that I got it. Hold on. Got a Mickey Mouse salad bowl and tongs from the Food and Wine Festival. So I'm gonna dump it all in there, and I have something to toss it with. I mean, I could have done it all in there in the first place, but I totally forgot I had this. Because they'd heard me complaining that I don't have an official salad bowl for, you know, serving an entire salad. So, now we do. So, mix that all up. And, I'm gonna taste it right now. Yes, I is. Yes, I am, and I have a spoon I can do that with already. Okay, give me some of that. Oh my God, that's good. 2 peanuts were broken and 3, 1 was salted. Oh, that is so good. Dang. That was really good. Okay. I'm looking forward to having that. So that's just going to go in the fridge. Oh, and as I mentioned before, yesterday, and on previous occasions, I meant to call these people. Because their offices are just like a block away from where I used to live. These lily pad lids, I want to like get a deal with these people. Because I love these things. They're perfect for just this occasion. And they were on sale in Columbus, and I was thinking I haven't seen them anywhere else. Ta-da! Because the lily pad lid goes on like that. Simple, easy peasy. So, and I bought a great big one too. I was down, I didn't have a gigantic one before. Now I do. You have to cook, oh boy. Zeelander, Brook, Apen, or Kiachi, traditional Austrian food. Good to know. If you follow me on Twitter, you know, tweet that to me, and I'll save it. Because since we'll be going back around the world after we're done, that will be a good plan. So, okay, so the, in there. It is in there now. The again, these Slaai, S-L-A-A-I. Okay, so next we move back to our steaks. Or now this not ostrich, London broil substituted for ostrich dish. As I mentioned before, it's easy to find ostrich there, and impala there, and wild game there, and not here. So when I went to look for it, ostrich, previously, same story came back, that it was $79 a pound, which I was not about to do. I even went looking through Ohio, see if there was like some, you know, wild, you know, game ranchers or something. Not so much. And apparently online, the one place that I found, they are not offering them because they had a robbery. So maybe somebody stole their ostriches. So, since ostrich is a very, very lean meat, that sort of tastes like meat, sort of tastes like chicken. Hey Derek, how you doing? Thanks for the like and the restream. I substituted London broil. That is being marinated right now in the fridge in red wine and crushed juniper berries. So while that goes, we need to move on to the thing that goes in with that. And that is coming right up. But first, we need to chop and peel an onion, because you can't have any night of cooking that does not involve chopping and peeling an onion, because that's just the way of the world. So, the onion is going to be for the sauce. So, the way this is going to work is that there's going to be the meal pumpkin mash, which is going to accompany this dish, and that is all going to be covered in this looks very delicious sauce, and the onion is for that sauce. So we will be cooking that up in moments. I did not want to buy a huge ass pumpkin. It's not Halloween anymore, and they're hard to find anyway. I did not want to get canned pumpkin, because that doesn't taste the same. And I want to use fresh ingredients whenever humanly possible. Even though it's surprising, there's a lot of recipes I find generally out there that call for things that are not fresh, you know, just as shortcuts. But when I don't have to use a shortcut, I'd rather not. If I have that option, and if I have the time. So, thankfully this called for fresh pumpkin, and I found pie pumpkins, little baby pumpkins. So we'll be using that in a second here, as soon as I clear this off. Swaziland, hey, Charmaine, hello. I tweeted to you the food. Good. Now, Swaziland, again, small country. If you know the history of Africa, you know that there were, people originating in around Ethiopia and sort of migrating south and such. But then the Bantu migration happened, and a lot of people that were in parts of Africa were replaced by Bantu-speaking people thousands and thousands of years later. And then other people came, and basically they became what's now the Swazi people. In the what's called the Scramble for Africa, which is basically when the European nations decided to sit down around a table and say, you get this, I get this, you get this, I get this, this one's for you, one for me. And they carved up Africa. They did not assign, shall we say, Swaziland to anyone. Swaziland was a monarchy, and actually remains the last absolute monarchy in all of Africa. They were after I believe it was World War I. No, after the Boer War. Sorry, in South Africa, the British decided to let the Swazi people maintain their independence, but eventually they were protectorate from like 1898 to 1960 something, when the independence was regained, and there was this whole thing with the king, and then when the king died in 1899, the king's son was only 6 months old. And so he couldn't be king. So very like Game of Thrones, like they had a regent. Like his mom was sort of like in charge until his 21st birthday. Then he got to be king, and then his son died, and then he's king now, and it's all very complicated. Karoo is traditional too in Austria, but it's only crashed pancakes. Ah, okay. So Swaziland, again, last monarchy, they had a lot of sort of riots and demonstrations in the 90s, people looking for democracy and so forth. The king said, okay, we'll do some reforms, and it didn't really follow through. It's a beautiful place. It's also kind of a sad place. They are #1 in the country in HIV infections. They kind of supplanted Botswana on that front. So they have a lot of challenges, and we wish them the best. Again, if you wish to make a donation, please go to Doctors Without Borders. They do exceptional work in a lot of very dangerous parts of the world, and not dangerous parts of the world, where they're needed desperately. So every time I hit, one of these countries that, makes me sad, I always just stop and go over and give them a quick small donation, and they, a little money goes a long way. So that's the commercial pitch. So we've got our chopped onion, and I was actually not supposed to slice it, but oops, I got carried away with my story. So sliced, or actually diced onion now, but that's okay. It's always when I get chopping onions when I tell story time. Story time with Cliffy. Okay. A lot of the dishes that I found a number of different dishes, but most of them were what I would consider side dishes. So that kind of limited what I could do. Do you cook desserts too? No. That'd be desserts, but no. Normally I don't. As they say on Top Chef, I'm not a pastry chef. It seems to be my my go-to. I've done sort of accidentally, sometimes even, like one or two, but generally I don't do desserts. I've never been big on eating desserts either, so that's just kind of where I'm coming from. Okay, so let me set aside a couple things here. We need, for our sauce, we're gonna need half a cup of heavy cream. Heavy cream. Ugh, so heavy. And chopping onions without tears, well done. Like I said, it's weird. I don't, especially with these, and maybe it's this type of onion, just doesn't, it doesn't really ever bother me. Sometimes you've seen it bother me, which is, I find odd. So half a cup of heavy cream. That's gonna be for our sauce. And next thing I hope I got. I'm running out of space here. This is odder than you think. I need, did I mention that the meat is sitting there marinating in red wine right now. Ken, is that Ken? Kenmo? Ken, thank you for liking the restream. Thank you very much. It's in red wine, sitting in there now. But what do I need right now? Take a wild guess. Take a wild guess. Because I don't know how I'm going to do this. White wine. I need white wine. Thing is, we have wine in the house. We're not wine drinkers in the house. Therefore, and I don't even have the little itty bitty bottles, which I should have. In fact, wait a minute, I think I might have one hiding. Aha! Yay! I found one! This biddle-oddle. Oh, answer to your problems is in this biddle-oddle. Might have eaten a veggie bat. So, white wine, hopefully that's a cup. Schwarzenegger, we have Get to the Chopper by Jimmy Fallon with you. We have to get to the chopper. Yeah, Jimmy Fallon with the onions. Yes, very cute. I don't recognize the term heavy cream is what we call double cream. Ah, okay, Derek, good observation. You being Scottish, you have the ability to have double cream. We here in the United States do not have double cream. They are similar, but not the same. You can Google that. It has to do with distance from the cows and the this and the pasteurization and this being a big giant country and the refrigeration and all this. So basically you can't find double cream here, you can find heavy cream. It's close, but not the same thing. Good call on that, because that's something that came up some time ago, and it's exactly a cup. Yay me. I didn't even have to put it in that. Vitamin water. Yes. Vitamin. Do you pop out at parties? Are you unpopular? Okay. Okay, the next part is tricky because I had to go find green peppercorns. Problem is, our handy dandy little grocery stores don't have no green peppercorns. They have black peppercorns and they have mixed peppercorns. Back when I forgot what European country, I had to get pink. Say that 10 times fast. Had to get pink peppercorns. To do that, I got the mixed peppercorns and broke off the little grinding top, which was no mean feat, to achieve opening the thing up. Which means I need 6 green peppercorns. I'm assuming that there are green peppercorns mixed in with the other peppercorns in this sucker. Yes, there are. So, we're going for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, baby. Those are not green. And 6. 6. Come back. 6 green peppercorns. Oh. So this lid is supposed to be a grinder, but I mean it didn't want to come off. I had to break the damn thing. So I'm glad I did not have to go buy a whole jar of those just for 6. So we've got our 6 little green peppercorns. They don't want to fall out. They're in there, trust me. Okay. This is the moment of truth. Moment of truth. Tip, when you measure liquids, you should use a liquid measuring cup. There's a difference, I've been told. Ah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I will bear that in mind. Thank you. Now, pumpkin time. Hello, pumpkin. Hello. This is my baby pumpkin. I'ma eat you. So, I investigated now how to dice a pumpkin. Peel and dice a pumpkin, because I really did not have much of an idea. I know it sounds stupid, but I need to clean this. Even though I'm gonna peel it, I just obsess over these things. That's where the OCD comes in. Okay. Besides, the one thing was sitting on the ground. Don't want that on my cutting board if I can avoid it for too long. So, what I done read. You know what? I think, Kenneth is not here right now, but I can hear him in my head saying, use your vegetable knife. That's what it's there for. It's not a cleaver, it's a vegetable knife. So, what I read was to go to one side and cut through. Get in there. You can do it. Oh, it's in the bottom part. That's hard. There. So, let's put you away. So now we need to scoop out these innards. Clean out this trash. Ah! Tip, do not put avocado pits down your food disposal. It will thank you later. Okay, I need to get a spoon to spoon all this stuff out. Deep breaths. My OCD takes many forms. One of them is a general freak out when looking at something like the inside of a pumpkin. I am going to be calm and get through this. Where'd that spoon go? I'll just get another one. Okay. Or better yet, an ice cream scoop. Towards a pumpkin. Oh boy, this is such a mess. I do not enjoy this. It's no fun for Cliffy. But I will get through it. Okay, ugh, so gross. You know what, I could save these seeds, but I'm not going to. Because I'm not going to get around to using them anytime soon. But I know I could use them. I know I could. In fact, Central American cuisine involves pumpkin seeds quite a good deal. They're called pepitas. Not Puerto Rican food, but Mexican and Guatemalan and food of that general region. It'll come up. Unfortunately, we're not going to be cooking anything from that region anytime soon. It's just the curse of the alphabet. Most of the, I think we're actually finished with Central America. We just have, in terms of North America, come on, Cliffy, you were so manly with the big chopper. No, it's not about, it's about the stuff. It's, I'm just, you know, I'm just working through it. Deep breaths. Nah. It's just, yeah, no, I don't want to think about it too hard because then I'll get more freaked out. So, so scooping out the innards of Mr. Pumpkin here. And that's side one. Now to side two. Oh, by the way, speaking of side one and side two, total tangent. Did you see, anyone see the video that went viral over the holidays of the kids with the tape deck and the Walkman? They didn't know what to do. These kids were handed these were like teenagers. They were handed a cassette and a Walkman, and they spent about 6 minutes trying to figure out how to put it in, and they were not succeeding, and it made everyone feel very, very old. Okay, deep breaths. Okay. Let go. Okay. Okay. Coping. Usually when I find myself getting guts out of a pumpkin, it's from the top, because it's for a jack-o'-lantern. But, not this time. Okay. Oh, that's why. Now I realize nothing. Never mind. I'm doing fine. Okay. And scooping. I don't know what instrument that is. It's not a I don't know how to pronounce it. Didgeridoo? That's Australian, but it sounds like it. I specifically went and found Swazi music. There's a lot of stuff out there that's just generic African, but that's, you know, I was saying, hey, generic European. Could you imagine? People say, you're playing music from Spain for Norway. What good is that? So, stuff like that. Okay, one last bit. And that nonsense is out. Ta-da! Okay, let me lose this so I don't have to look at it anymore. Be right back. Okay, now we're back. Okay, so now we need to peel this sucker. And it's gonna wind up in a bowl, and that bowl's probably too big. Okay, and I need a trash bowl again. Okay, so the way to peel this is to put it face down and working in a downward motion to peel the skin off. At least that's what I read. I'm sure there's more than one way to do it. Thought about using the vegetable peeler. I wonder if I still could do that. I need to get a new bed. That's one thing that was on my Christmas list. I wanted to get a vegetable peeler, but I didn't. Yeah, this works. Works better. Okay. Much better. Yeah, it is tough though. Coño. Sorry, Mom, if you're out there. Shazbot. Okay. Okay, back to the knife. Get off of there. Get up off of that thing. Okay. Preparing the vegetable looks like a workout. It is. It is. It's the upper body workout. Body by Cliff. There's some things that, I mean, I'm surprised the vegetable peeler is so versatile. Because I've used it for, you know, things like yucca, which has a really rough, waxy skin. And I've been surprised as to how that's managed to work. Okay. I normally want a flat surface here, but... it's a pain in the butt is what it is. Mr. Pumpkin. I'm glad it's not the big-ass giant jack-o'-lantern Halloween pumpkin. Ay, coño! Sorry, Mom. It is warm in here because I don't have the air conditioning on, but I closed the windows because it was going to be loud. Would drown out my Swaziland singers. Okay. God, and I'm going to still have the other side to do. That's fun. Fun, fun, fun. Okay. That looks like a side. Okay. We'll take care of you in a minute. But first, as Julie Chen says, okay, and rogue seed, okay, and one more time, Yeah. It's faster with this. Just always afraid I'm going to chop something off, like my arm. Let's get that stem off. Away with the garbage. Okay. Oh, by the way, as like I said, since we're just chatting, I was in Cleveland. Their Museum of Art, I was really startled. I mean, Cleveland once upon a time was, you know, one of America's great industrial cities. Now it's, you know, kind of those Rust Belt decaying cities, even though it still has its charms. But from its industrial days, it has, honestly, one of the best art galleries, public art galleries in the country. It was quite remarkable. There were some quite famous works of art there, from, you know, Picasso to Monet. They had water lilies on display as part of a special exhibit. We didn't see that. But they had Van Goghs, and they had Egyptian pharaohs. We saw the was it sarcophagi, and they had Middle Ages armaments and armor, and it was very cool. I had no idea, and it was free. I mean, that's like, you know, Washington, D.C., you get used to the museums being free, and then you leave D.C., and then you start realizing, no, that's not the way the rest of the world works. So it was really shocking. I said, where's the, where do you buy tickets? I said, no, you just walk in. Wow. That was nuts. So, the golden age of industry left behind things that you could see. Yeah. Hector, how you doing? Is that a calabaza? It is a pumpkin. It is a pie pumpkin, which is being a pain in my butt. Being a pain in my butt. Trying to peel its damn skin off and not enjoying it. Okay. This hard part on the bottom, I'm just gonna cut it out, because I'm not gonna be able to eat that anyway. Don't fall over. You stay. You be good. Be good for daddy. Okay. I did find there were other recipes for other things, although, you know, the internet is really weird with stuff. Like this one cuisine sort of website that was describing the cuisine of Swaziland. One of them was totally full of bullcrap. In fact, all the Swazi people were saying, where the heck did they get that? It was talking about, oh, everything's all seafood, and so I was like, they're a landlocked country. I mean, they have river fish. But seafood is not the primary thing in Swaziland. But for meats, like I said, bush meat is common. They're hard to find here. So I found a recipe for impala, a leg of impala, but I said, where, you know, what the heck would I substitute for impala? So, like I said, I substituted beef, London broil, for the ostrich, which I couldn't find at anything resembling a reasonable price. And there's another dish that they had, which involved squash. And lots of things with peanuts and spinach. However, I've done that to death, and I don't want to bore everyone completely. So, at long last, we have peeled our pumpkin. Thank you for bearing with us if you're still here. Okay. So, now that we've peeled our pumpkin, we need to dice our pumpkin. Back over here. Ugh. Oh, I knew that would take longer than it should. So, cutting this into segments. Wow, that took a lot longer than I thought it would. Everything like that always does. And one more. Okay. And then cutting these into smaller pieces. They were not going to be even. That is just too bad. I do want to make them small though, because they're going to get boiled down to they're soft. And the smaller they are, I figure, the faster that's going to happen. You know what I should have bought when I was buying my kitchen toys in Columbus? Oh my god, was a new masher, but c'est la vie. No, there's this place in Columbus, just like there's one in Cleveland, and many other cities, but it's called the North Market, and it's beautiful, and it's this old building, and there's all sorts of, greengrocers and custom foods you can find in there, and that was like walking distance from where I used to live. And of course then, the only thing I, ever prepared was, calling the pizza people. So, that was all wasted on me. And now I'm like, God, if I still lived there, I could just walk to get, any one of these spices or kitchen gadgets. Gets my knives sharpened or what have you. And now I have to go like half an hour, 45 minutes for the same thing. Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? Now it said 1 pumpkin. It did not say the size of said pumpkin. This is, I consider a small pumpkin, so I hope I'm okay. I hope I don't wind up with too much of this at the end of the day. Okay. Chopping pumpkin. The tedious chore of chopping the pumpkin. Talk to me, people. Keep me interested while I chop. I ran out of stories about Swaziland and its weird government. Like I said, they're an absolute monarchy, and one of the weird things about it is that, that they have a prime minister who's handpicked by the king, and they have a lower house of parliament and the upper house of parliament. However, the majority of, there's elections and stuff, but the majority of the house and the houses of parliament are handpicked by the king, so it's kind of his say-so, which makes things kind of awkward. Talk to me, what's going on? Is the pumpkin going to be kind of a soup or stew? Is it on the side? It's going to be mashed. It's going to be like mashed potatoes, but it's going to be mashed pumpkin and cornmeal, which you're going to see in a minute. As soon as I take care of this thing. So I have to be boiled down. And let's get this side. Yeah. So not so much a stew, it's like a mash, like mashed potatoes, mashed pumpkin, and white cornmeal. They have a specific name for it, and I really hope I got the right thing. I will look it up in a second what it is they call it. I looked it up because the recipe calls for this thing, and I looked up what this thing meant, and I tried to get what this thing is here. And white cornmeal is it. It is too damn hot in here. I'm gonna turn the air on, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, honey. It's way too hot. Okay. Turn the air on in January seems, wrong. I'll open the windows tonight. We'll be okay. Ew, there's so much in here. Yuck. You stay behind. Back. Stay. Stay. Away. Yeah. Okay. There's so much pumpkin. Oh my god. Okay. Chopping. Thank you for the restream, Kathy. How you doing, Kathy? How are things on this Tuesday? Tuesday. All day and half a night. Unless you're like our friend in Austria, where it's already Wednesday. How are things with you? We're chopping up pumpkin for the mash, and it's taking me way longer. I thought I could do this in a much shorter time, and again, I was wrong. So I need to go fast. Dice. I know they're not the same size. Some of them are bigger than others, and I know that I'm gonna pay for that. And I know I'm gonna pay for that. But what can I do right now? I'm in there. Good. I am behind. I'm behind on time. I thought of starting earlier, but then I said, no, I'll be okay. Wrong. But I'll be okay. I'll be okay. I hope I'll be okay. Okay. You in here, almost there. God, that is a lot of pumpkin. Holy crap, that's a lot of pumpkin. Didn't think there was much inside. Let's lose you. Okay, let's get the last of this chopped up. Don't cut your hands open. Oh, you got a new MacBook, Kathy. Congrats. Mazel tov on the MacBook. I got some new toys. You saw the little salad bowl I got from family friends. I did get a cast iron skillet. I am scared to use it. I'm scared to use it for tonight, though I actually might. I oiled it and I seasoned it, and I also got a brand new large paella pan for a paella party. I'm making the paella made for Spain, making it for family sometime next month. I think I burned it without even using it, so I had to go scrub it for like a day and a half, which was very exciting. About as much fun to watch as this right now. Okay, be right back. That was a pain in the butt. Okay, hold on. Coming right back for you. Yuck. Okay. Back with you. And okay, back. So, oh, good, hey. Okay, so, okay, it's called mealy meal. And from what I gather, white fine ground cornmeal, white cornmeal is, I gather, the key here. I don't know how you open this thing without cutting it. I think I have to cut it, because I can't open this metal thing. No, I need to cut it. Never dealt with this ingredient before, so we'll see how that goes, because I don't need that much of it. Okay, there was fine ground and medium ground, and I got the fine ground. I hope that was right. So how much of this do we... I just dripped on myself. Half a cup. Half a cup. Half a cup, that's not much. Cliffy, I've seen nothing of Victor lately. Have you Swedish TV? No, I was wondering about that because next week I'm cooking Sweden. Not that they are in Sweden. They're an Italian restaurant. But yes, I wondered the same thing. I wondered because I have not seen. I have a lot of things I haven't seen that I used to see on Meerkat, which is kind of sad, and that's way too much. But it's okay. But yes, it's odd and kind of sad. But we're gonna carry on. Carry on. Okay. So I will take care. You know what? I need to put that in a bag right now before I forget. Not that one. Okay. One, not two. Okay. So this is the white cornmeal. I found lily pads at Bed Bath & Beyond. Amazon has them also. Oh, good. Yeah, I need to, like I said, I want to call them to see if I can get some kind of, action going, because I like to promote their sales, because they're really good, and I just like them, I just like them. Oh, this is a song from a movie's called Wawa. The song is called Swaziland, in case you're wondering. Okay, so we've got basically all our ingredients right now, pretty much. Okay, so we need to move quickly. Let's move to the other side of the room. And, we're gonna get, here. Okay, we're gonna use Big Mama. And, so, get my camera going. Okay. Over here. Over there. So, into the pot, we're going to add our pumpkin. Pumpkin. And what would be called mealy meal, what I'm hoping is the white cornmeal. Into that, and we're going to cover it with water, am I right? Yes. So I'm going to put this under the sink. Hold on. Okay. And set that to boil. And it didn't say, but I'm going to salt it. I know I have to put salt in later, but I'm going to put salt in now. And... mess. And, okay, so we need to bring that to a boil and cover it for about 30 minutes or until the pumpkin is soft. So, 40. There. So, meanwhile, now... we're going to get our, what are we doing? I'm going to use, I was debating what to use. I think I'm going to use the skillet here for this. And get out some butter. Did not say how much. Recipe did not say how much butter to use. And this, now that I know that I honked it up, it's all wobbly, I'm not liking using this, which is sad. Even my mom, not my mom, my dad, after I explained it to him, he identified that, yes, I had indeed busted it and how. I may have done it to this one too, for all I know. Butter, oh my god, I'm running low on butter. Where's my butter knife? Okay, so let's take, say 2 tablespoons, and I'm gonna melt you in this skillet. And while it does that, hold on, be right back. goodbye to the earthly remains of the pumpkin. Okay, I'm gonna need the masher to mash the sucker at the end, and okay. So while this melts, hopefully you can see. I was wondering if the white issue would be different with the new phone, with the front camera. Not too much, sort of the same. So we're going to sweat the onion out. Once that melts, we're going to sweat the onions. This is going to be the sauce. Did not say anything about the peppercorns, if they should be ground or anything. So I guess they're just whole. The red meat is going to cook better and quicker if not straight from the fridge. Thank you. Thank you much. Now the red meat was cooked very thin, and it's going to be sort of flash fried. This is, by the way, what's standing in for our ostrich, which is our London broil, which is sitting in red wine and juniper berries right now. So, set you aside. Thanks for the tip. Sweat the onion, put it in a sauna. No, put a big white light on it and say, confess! You're the one who did that to Paula Deen. Okay. Once this is getting bubbly, I need to get some water. My white wine, my heavy cream, and my peppercorns. So, white wine, what's gonna go in here? Those three things are gonna go into the onions. Okay, so now, like I said, I should have just sliced the onions instead of dicing them, but I goofed. Okay, so onions going into the butter. We'll need some more butter to fry the steaks. And again, I'm debating whipping out my brand new cast iron skillet. It's also humongous. It barely fits. It doesn't really fit on the stove. So we're gonna figure that one out too. So I have this on kind of a low medium, or medium. Look, I screwed this one up too. Look at that, that's not good. I guess this white ceramic stuff must be more sensitive than the other non-stick stuff. It wasn't me, it was the yellow and red onion that did it. Don't sweat me. Ah! And we're doing the dad jokes tonight, baby. We'll be here all week. Okay. I feel like I have pieces. Okay. So, getting these to soften. Nothing cooks like cast iron. Yeah. Except I don't, well, I'm scared. Look at it. I'll show you. And I don't really have a place to put it right now. So I've just shoved it in here. Takes two hands to handle. Oh my god, I need like, this is my workout routine. Look at this sucker. It's huge. It's huge. I think I conked it up too. See, it's there. I put olive oil in when I should have put vegetable oil or something, canola oil, to rub it in, and I warmed it up, and then it looked like that. So I'm worried that I did something to it. I haven't scraped it or anything with the, I had to scrape the paella pan. But I don't know, do I want to use this? I don't know. Ah, this is so damn big. I'm scared because I haven't used it yet. I'm afeared. So it's between that and this, or the other skillet. Nothing cooks like cast iron. That's what they tell me. But I don't know if the cast iron is really... I mean, is it mineral oil? When I was at the North Market in Columbus, they were selling the cast iron stuff, and I asked... it's just a shop dedicated to it. And they had the spray... But the spray was just basically canola oil spray. There was nothing fancy about it. And I said, what should I use? And she said, no, not olive oil. Yeah, and I said, yeah, I figured that out. And some people say linseed oil. And, but she said, we use canola oil. It's what we sell. That's what's in these things. And I'm like, well, canola oil, that I got. So, I don't know, should I just use it now? I'm going to be using butter to fry those steaks. And so that's what's going to be happening. So you tell me. You people have more experience with it than I do, because I've just read about these things. Meanwhile, over here, this is definitely coming to a boil. Foamy boil. Okay. So that's supposed to boil for half an hour to soften the pumpkin. Hopefully that will do it. Meanwhile, over here, these seem to have softened some. So I think it might be time to bust a rhyme. Time to eat some lime? No, it's time for our mother joke of the week. No one gets that. I'm sure no one gets that. If you get that, raise your hand. Okay. So we have our onion, and I'd say if you're going to try the steaks, use the cast iron. It puts good sear on it. Ah, good. Now, what about the butter? I don't want the butter to break. So it said to fry it in butter. And I know with the butter, you want to start at a lower temperature and slowly heat it up, sort of like what I did here. So... Okay, boiling over. Problem. Big problem. Hold on. I'm having drama on the side here. Hold on. Here, you want to watch the drama? It's happening right over there. Right out of reach. Okay. Not so hot. I have to clean up a big old mess after that. Okay. Bubbling a little too much. Saw it just as it was happening, too. Oh, meanwhile, shenanigans. This is starting to burn. Okay, in goes the... Yeah, over here. You should be on the stage. I have a story about that. Dang it. Okay. Quickly. White wine. Focus. But I have a story about everything, though. Diana! Hey there! Thank you for liking the restream. This is our heavy cream going in. And our green peppercorns. Tony, hey there! Thank you for the restream. Okay, green peppercorns in. And... what temperature should this cook at? Oh, I smell the wine. I smell the wine. Gentle simmer. Okay, we want really gentle simmer. Not like that over there. Okay. I have it on a really low, like maybe one step above that. So it's just gonna sit there. Meanwhile, I have a big old mess over here. I don't know why I took the lid out. So meanwhile, we have our pumpkin and the white cornmeal that's bubbling and making a giant, big old mess over here. Okay. It said to cover it, so I covered it, except that's obviously making it a lot hotter on the inside, which is causing the problem on the outside. So we're going to be scrubbing a lot after dinner. Scrubba, scrubba, scrubba. Okay. Gentle simmer. Gentle simmer. Okay. Moving stuff out of the way. Tea kettle goes this way. I think my gentle simmer. Simadana! Thank you. Simada. I just saw that. I just saw another one of those last night. That was so good. Who's this? David Schwimmer? What do you get from a duck? Down. And what does a beaver do to a log? Nah. Put those together. Schwimmer down nah. Schwimmer down nah. I don't know. I don't know. I just, this thing, dealing with this. Also, the burners. I guess I might as well use this one. Large element 2. I'm going to move this to the back. Hopefully this works. And we're walking, and we're walking, and we're walking, and... Okay, you're over there now. Okay, here goes nothing. Ah, see? It hardly fits on here. That's something I did not bear in mind. I did not bear that in mind. Somebody did something. When you see if we're going to be cleaning, is that the royal or the communal we? Yes, we. No, actually, it is an actual we. The husband and I. After dinner, we team up to clean. I am just so worried about it. This is so big. The thing in the back doesn't even fit on the burner behind it. I mean, look. Looky. See? They're like touching. Ow, that's hot. Okay, so timing. Okay, now we know that our steaks in the wine and juniper berries are cut very thinly. And as Derek noted, they were out of the fridge. So how's about I take them out of the marinade now. Go to the plan B then, LOL. I need to be able to use this thing, but I know the whole thing gets hot. I have this, by the way, on a very low temperature right now. I mean, like, because I don't think I'm ready. Because it says, I mean, it was, the directions are for ostrich, not for, you know, beef. But I think the same holds true. If you let it go too long, they're going to get bad. And dinner won't be for a while. But I can't take them out of the marinade. So I'm going to take them out of the marinade and put them in this here bowl. Okay. So they'll be easier to put in, I guess? I don't know. There was in red wine and juniper berries, in case you're wondering. Are you seeing this? Yeah, I hope you're seeing this. Okay. I think that's the husband arriving right now.